Hey guys, it's Brandy with Posh. I'm going to do a little tutorial for you guys today on the Buffalo Plaid tumblers. There's a few different ways that you can do it, but today I'm going to try the Mod Podge method. So first thing I did was prime my cup. I did my base in red because this is going to be a red and black plaid. This is the 30-ounce skinny from Hog. So I went ahead and did this already, so it's dry and it's ready to go. First thing we're gonna do is put our lines on. Okay, so this is, I think I could have the 3/4 length tape. So we're gonna start by just taping off all of our lines. So you just want to center it all up so all of your lines are perfect. This one's going all the way up, and then I'm just going to drag it down on the other side. I hope you guys can see this. I don't have a tripod for my phone, so I apologize if you can't see everything completely. But okay, so I've got my first line. Then I'm going to do, let's see, trying to figure out how big I want my squares to be on this. I might move this one just a little bit. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I've got 2 stripes on so far. We're going to do one more. So with this one, it looks like I'm gonna have a couple smaller stripes, just the way this tumbler is, or the size of this tumbler. They're not all gonna be the same size square. Let's see if we can move a few of these around to make it a little bit more symmetrical. I'm gonna pull this one. Okay, I think that'll be better. Bear with me, I'm just trying to get everything nice and straight and even. I don't like that down there. think I have it pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna start by taping off, going across. Then you just want to make sure all of your tape lines up evenly when you're going around. And I'm using the piece in between will get pulled off. You just use it for a guide as you're going all the way down. Which actually I probably should have started at the top, because I don't want to end up with like a half square up top. So I'm gonna actually go this direction and just see where that bottom line falls, because I want this to be a full square. And I also recommend using, this is the 3M tape. I have bought generic tape in the past, and it's horrible. You know, especially with epoxy, it just does not stick well. Everything seeps underneath it. You don't get clean lines. So that is the one thing I do not like, is I always make sure I have the good painter's tape. Okay, so I've got 3 rows. So now I'm gonna pull this middle one off and then reuse this piece. So you just use it as a guide to go all the way down. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I know this is kind of boring right now. It's time consuming. I apologize for the noise in the background. My turners like to whine and cry, is what they sound like to me. And I have my heater going, so it might be slightly noisy. Actually, this turned out perfect. I don't even have to move those. So I got even lines all the way down. So I'm gonna take this one back off. I wasn't paying attention. And then I'm gonna take this bottom one off, and it looks good. We got good lines. Okay, so here we go. So I am going to start with the color that I don't want the most of, so which is going to be black. So I'm going to start with black and all these little squares right here. I want red to be my more vibrant color on the cup. So I am going to be using Black Magic for my black. And I'm going to pour a little bit of Mod Podge in this cup. And like I said, I am not a Mod Podge fan, and I will do stuff any other way that I possibly can without using Mod Podge. I don't know why, I just don't like it. But we're gonna do it on this one and see how this works. So I'm gonna start off by just painting it on all my little lines. You guys can see well. I'm just gonna start sprinkling it on. I never know how much Mod Podge to put on anything. Like, is too much, or is it one of those things that you can use as much as you want? I don't know. I don't use it enough to know if it needs just a thin coat, a thick coat. So we're gonna find out. Kind of Look like. I just feel like you don't get really good coverage with Mod Podge for some reason. You can still see through. It just doesn't really stick well. But that's just me. Maybe it's just what I'm doing. Maybe I'm not putting enough on. Could be it too. Try adding more on this row and see if it looks better. Actually going to try to touch this one up. I think this was one of the first rows I did, and I feel like it's not thick enough. I'll probably mess it up. We'll see. Let's see what happens here. A little bit better. Okay. Double check some of these. I'm gonna go over just a couple. I feel like I could use a little bit more glitter. I don't want anything peeking out from underneath it. Yeah, I like that better, for sure. Okay. I think I have my black how I want it. Okay. So let me clean up this black glitter, and then we'll move to the next color. Or actually, I guess we have to take our stripes off. So we are going to pull, let me think about this for a second. We are gonna pull blend, blend, solid. Going to pull our horizontal stripes. And of course some of my paint is peeling, but it's okay. I just didn't let the cup sit long enough before I put the tape on it. So now I need to go in and find all my points. I guess I should have done the bottom. Let me go ahead and no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do that last because I don't really know how this is gonna end up on the bottom yet. I can't think at the moment for some reason. I can always touch that up last. Or I might even make it solid. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Okay, so now we are gonna do our blend. 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 Yeah, we're gonna do the blend. So I'm gonna go in and do each of these. Okay. I am going to, so this is gonna be red, blend. This is gonna be solid, red, blend. So I'm going to mix my black and my red together to get a good blend. So let me a little bit more black. So this is Black Magic, and then I'm going to do Cardinal Red also for my blend. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix a little bit of the two colors together, kind of get it blended. So I've got both colors in here. And mix it up really good. Actually, this is kind of pretty. I probably need more though. Okay, I got a good mix of both of them together. I don't know if you can see it. It's just Cardinal Red Black Magic. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do all of these little squares. So this could take a while. So I will probably pause you in a little bit so don't bore you to death. Finish it off and then I'll start back up again. So you just want to be super careful to get your lines nice and straight without going over the black or whatever color you've already used. And I'm going to make sure I put a decent coat of Mod Podge on all these, because I don't want to have to go through like I just did with the black and add more. Okay, I'll do a few of these and then I'm gonna pause you guys for a little bit. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I have this angled the right direction. Okay. You see that? Okay. I'll do a few more. See that? Okay. I'm gonna keep working on this and then I will come back to you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so here I am. I have finished all my little squares. I did the Black Magic and then I did a mix of the Cardinal Red and Black Magic. So now I'm going to, went through, did the whole thing. I'm gonna pull my tape off and then we're gonna start going and doing the other squares. So let's see how this works out. Hopefully I'm doing it right. So I'm just starting off right now, pulling all my tape, getting that off. Oops. Let's see, I need to start with this one. Can you see that? Okay. Oops, there we go. Okay, next piece. And one more. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Yikes. Throw all this away. Now my lines are not super huge because this is a smaller cup width-wise. So now, okay, now what we're gonna have to do is go in and fill in all of these squares. So this is like the tedious part of it. So what you need to do is make sure you're doing the right color and the right square. So all of your salad colors, which black is salad, this is a mix, salad mix. All of your salad colors need to have a mix around it. So the four corners need to be mixed. So I'm gonna do a mix, come up here, this is gonna be a mix and a mix. Here's my salad, so that's gonna be mixed, 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 and mixed. And then when I'm done with this, I'll go back through and I'll do my salad red, my Cardinal Red, here, 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 and so on. So this is the part that's gonna, if I thought the other stuff took long, this is gonna take long. Because now I have to go in and like very carefully paint the Mod Podge and each of these little squares that I have to do on my own. So I'll do a handful of these, show you, and then I'll probably stop again and then come back and pick up where we left off. So I don't even know where the easiest part is going to be to start, but we're gonna go, I'm gonna start right here. So you have to kind of create your own square. Sorry for the silly faces. I'm concentrating now to make sure that I do it right. You don't want to overlap your other colors and mess up your squares. So yeah, this could take forever. We'll find out. I have a feeling I'm going to like the other way of doing this better. I just like epoxy. I like applying everything with epoxy. I think it just is so much easier to do. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take me like 10 hours. Okay. My glitter would come out. So I'm just gonna carefully fill in all these little squares like this. Come over here, do the next one. Probably can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. Painting the square. Filling it in. See that? See how it's gonna go? Ignore my mess here. We'll fix it. Okay. I'll do another one. And then I'm gonna put you on hold. I just can't hold this the right way and show you at the same time what I'm doing without screwing it up. I think I might have got a little bit of too much on that one. Yeah, looks okay. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna skip a square because this is gonna be red, and I'm gonna move up here because I'm gonna, again, 4 sides of the salad. Black is my salad. Here, 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 here. So I'm gonna start right here. I don't have patience for this. I'm just lucky that my kids are in school and my little one is taking a nap right now. Because I don't know how I could survive doing this and being interrupted 500 times. Okay, so I'm gonna do again over here on the other side of the black. So we can close in the 4 sides of the black. I will say this could probably be kind of therapeutic to do at night. Watch some Netflix. Do this. Okay. So, oops, where is it? Okay. So, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna stop you, and then I'll come back when it's time to do the next one. Hey guys, I'm back. I went ahead and finished the blend. So here's that. So the only thing I have left now is to do the Cardinal Red in all the rest of the squares. And I went ahead and did the bottom black. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, and I had already pulled my tape, so I couldn't actually do squares down there. So I went ahead and just went with black for the bottom base. So I'm gonna go ahead now and fill in all of these with red, and then we'll see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks good. It's not too bad. It's actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So I'll show you here. Do a couple of these, then I won't bore you, and I'll come back to it when I am done and show you the finished product. I need to get a new spongy brush. This one's getting kind of hard. And I apologize, all of my children are home now, so if they all come barging in, screaming and crying and carrying on, that's my life. Okay, so let's see what this red looks like real quick. And again, I'm doing Cardinal Red. That's gonna look awesome. Okay, I'll do a couple more so you can see. And again, just gently go through each square. No, I haven't.
Wait.
There's one right here. Come say hi, Addie. Say hi on the camera.
Who's that?
Are you my glitter helper?
Mommy.
What?
Is that my cup?
No, that one's not yours.
But Mommy, you have to make it. Can I have cereal?
No, we're gonna make dinner in a little bit.
But.
Stop. Go do that. Go do that outside. Okay. All right, let's see. Can you see this, hopefully? Okay, oh, that's gonna be pretty. Nope, I can't get it to, there we go. Pretty. Do one more. I'll go up one so we can kind of get an idea what it's gonna look like. My husband's gonna kill me right now because I can hear her out in the garage where he's trying to work with that whistle. I have my fan going or my heater going in here, the TV's on, there's noise, and I can hear the whistle. I don't know where the whistle came from, but it's gonna go in the trash. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm going to finish this up and then I will come back on and show you the final steps. Hey guys, all finished. Look at this, it's gorgeous. I love it. It really is not as hard as you think it's gonna be. So I'm gonna let it sit for just a little bit to dry, and then I'm going to try to brush a little bit of the excess glitter off before I try to epoxy this to make sure nothing like runs all over the place. I'm just gonna use, probably just use this brush. It's kind of like a thicker, I don't even know what kind of brush it is. Thicker bristle brush. It's not real soft, and then that way I'll just brush off the excess, and then when I go to epoxy it, hopefully nothing moves around. So there's that, and I'm gonna let it sit for just a little bit. Let you look at it one more time, and then I will hop back on when I go to do my epoxy. I'm back. I am getting ready to epoxy my tumbler. It's sitting here. I've got my brush. I'm gonna do just a few little brush strokes down it to knock off any loose glitter before I epoxy. So I'm just gonna kind of show you what I'm doing. You can see how much is actually like falling off. I just don't want any of that moving around when I go and apply my epoxy. Just gonna do this just a few times. Kind of messy, so make sure you have a paper or something lying underneath it. Catch all the excess glitter that's falling. Okay, so I'm just going to take all this and I am going to, oops, just stick it in here where my blend is, and then I'm going to do a layer of epoxy. Hey guys, here I am, all finished with the epoxying. Turned out pretty good. There's a few spots on here that I can see that I'll probably go back in and do a second coat on. I'm pretty particular about my lines, so it bothers me when there's a spot that's not covered all the way. So I'll go back in once this dries and probably touch those few little spots up. But other than that, it turned out pretty good. I was surprised, being not a huge Mod Podge fan. Yeah, this is something that you might have to do 2 coats on some of the colors. Maybe not, just depends. But yeah, turned out pretty good. Hope you enjoy.